YouTube family. How's it going? Today is Friday, September 27th, 2024. It's your man Big D, and I'm back with another one. Before I speak on this next topic, I want to thank all of you that continue to support and rock out with my son and I. We very much appreciate that, and we appreciate you. Family, I got to talk about this. So we have this epidemic that's been spreading throughout the black community in regards to this presidential election. It seems that those black folk that want to vote for Donald Trump or just don't want to vote for Kamala Harris, it seems that they are getting all types of backlash. They are being called out of their name. They are being called sellouts. They're being called uninformed, ignorant. Family, here's the thing. Voting is a privilege and a right. And people died so that we can have this right to vote. And although you may not agree with a certain political candidate, you may not agree with someone's decision as to who they want to vote for, at the end of the day, it is still their decision. And it is not right for you to, talk bad about someone, put somebody down saying that they're, not intelligent, ignorant, because they choose to vote for somebody that you don't think they should be voting for. So here's the thing, family. This divisiveness that we have in our community, this is why we can't get ahead. This is why we cannot prosper as a people. We talk crap about other communities, like the Asian community, the Hispanic community. We're quick to say how, they are willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. If it means, 5 people living in one house, they're willing to do that. They're willing to do whatever it takes to realize this American dream. And one thing about those communities, they stick together. And one thing about our community, we do not stick together. So just my own personal story, I have a family member that called me one day and asked me what I thought about Kamala Harris. And I gave this person my honest opinion. I did not, talk bad about her or anything like that. Nothing negative. I just said, basically, I don't understand what her policies are. And until I understand these policies in good conscience, I don't know if I can support her until I get a little bit more from her. So this person begins to say that I'm uninformed, I'm not educated when it comes to politics, and just basically just start putting me down. And I'm like, now you called me, you contacted me, you rung up my phone, you dialed my number, and you asked me for my opinion. And when I gave you my opinion, which did not coincide with yours, you began to talk crap about me. And it's amazing because this very same person who says that I'm uninformed, this person don't even have barely has a high school diploma, and don't have anything beyond that as far as a degree is concerned. And I'm not saying the fact that I have multiple degrees makes me the smartest man in the room. But what it does say about me is that before I make any move or any decision, I'm going to do my research. And, furthermore, this person had the audacity to sit here and talk all this crap about me, about how I'm uninformed and this and that. And it's like, dude, you're a convicted felon. You can't even vote. You don't even have a dog in the fight. But you're going to sit here and you gonna put me down when you can't even exercise your right to vote. Um, so my thing of the matter is we got to do better. We have to do better because for and the sad thing about it is it's the men, not just the women, but it's men now that's getting in on this, and these very same men are talking crap about the other black men for whatever the reason. They don't want to support the current Madam Vice President. And when you ask them why that is, they say, well, I just want to hear what she's going to do for the people. What are her policies? Not all this, taking us down memory lane about, how she grew up and how her mom, worked 2 jobs. Hey, that's all fine and dandy. But what does that got to do with what are your plans and your agendas for the economy? So here's the thing. I always found in life the empty wagon makes the most noise. The people that talk the most nonsense are the ones that really, really don't have it together. These people sit and say how people are uninformed and what have you. But I got a question. What does your life look like on a daily? Because when this person contacted me and I gave them my opinion and I told them that what I thought and my perspective, they began to just put me down. But yet and still, this person still bucking the mute on a job where I'm sitting there, I'm retired very young. And this person barely has a pot to piss in or window to throw it out of. I have multiple pots and multiple windows. So, and it's a beautiful Friday. And as you can see, people can see how I'm living. I don't have a care in the world other than, the things that you deal with, your aches and pains for those that have, those issues. Because I do have issues. I don't have this pristine, perfect life. But the issues that 80% of the world have, I don't have. And my thing is this. Before you speak on somebody, call somebody out their name, put them down, talk nonsense about them. How's your life looking? How's your life looking? So are you really in a position to be saying what you're saying? Just spewing all this vitriol, all because somebody want to vote for somebody that you don't want to vote for. So we got to do better as a people, because at the end of the day, this is why black folks cannot prosper. And when I say black folks, I mean black folks as a whole. I don't mean, there's a few of us like myself who are doing good, who not stressing life. I would like to see all my people do good and not stress. I would like to see all my people be in a position one day where they can sit back, and the only thing they have to work, the most difficult thing that I have to worry about on a daily is trying to figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner. That's the most difficult thing at this point in my life. And I have hopes that we all could be there. But as long as you have these buffoons, these idiots that chooses to talk crap about folk because they want to do something that's different from what you think, how can we ever elevate as a people? Entirely, not just a few, I'm saying entirely. And until we get it together, we are never, ever going to collectively have the life that other groups have. Because them other groups sit together. They ain't around here putting each other down, talking crap and all this nonsense about, somebody in their group. They might, I'm not gonna say that they don't have their issues, because every group has their issues. But when it comes down to having, solidarity, they winning. And we as an entirety are losing. Black folk, black people, we got to do better. We have got to do better, because if not, moving forward, no matter who wins the presidency, we are still not going to progress. We are still going to be left behind. We are still going to be behind the 8 ball. Hey, like I said, I could, I'm just trying to come on these YouTube streets and trying to give some good advice. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be people that's gonna, talk crap about me, say nonsense about me, and that's all right. But at the end of the day, life is good for me. I don't care who wins the presidency. Life is good. But at the end of the day, I also want to make sure that whoever wins the presidency, that my life can continue to be good. Because if the wrong person get in office, it is going to further kill your pockets. We're already in a wilting economy. We are already, some of us, not able to survive because of the economy. People, you better do your research, and you better make an informed decision based on this research. Don't just be voting just because that's how you was raised to vote, because your mama and grandmama and great-grandmama voted that way. You have to do your own research. And I'm not saying go out there and vote for, Donald Trump or whoever. Whoever you vote for, you have to make sure that you have done your research. You have vetted this person. You have looked into them as best you can, because, hey, everybody get up there on these debates and they lie and tell all these stories of how they going to make things better and how things going to, be better up under their watch. But there's no way that, unless you Nostradamus and you got a crystal ball, you don't know what that person going to do, because the president has limited power. They don't run the entire show. That's why you have what's called checks and balances. So it's easy for a candidate to make all these promises, but when they get elected, half of them promises they can't even make good on because of these checks and balances. Well, YouTube family, I just want to come on here and just drop a little knowledge. And remember, always be more tomorrow than you were yesterday. Peace.